Hi there, this is Bruno from Spainguru.es, your portal and community for Spanish immigration. Today we're gonna talk about how to get at an FBI background check in 2 weeks instead of 6. For nearly every visa or residence process for Spain, there is one dreaded requirement for Americans, the FBI background check. But have no fear. The process of getting one is a lot easier than it used to be. It used to take 6 weeks to get an FBI background check, but not anymore. The FBI has named a select few private companies as its elite partners in helping to expedite the otherwise lengthy background check getting process. These companies are called channelers, and you can find the full list in the blog post that I'm reading, and I'm gonna add a link below this video. Personally, I have not used a channeling service myself, but I would if I were in a pinch. I know 2 people in the American Expats in Spain Facebook group that you can join today and be part of the community, and I'm gonna share also a link below this video. So 2 people in this group had success with such an agency. I have heard good things about Accurate Biometrics and nationalbackgroundcheck.com. Fingerprint card. Who needs that? Contrary to popular belief, you do not need an official fingerprint card. However, if you want to play it safe, you can get these cards from Amazon that you can get a pack of 5. Many people choose to go to the US Embassy to obtain fingerprint cards, as well as a letter to bring to police, telling them the reason you need them to take your fingerprints. The embassy charges around $50 for this service, and it's not really necessary. If you would still like to give the embassy your money, you can find more information on this link. How to roll your own fingerprints. Most scientific police stations will take your fingerprints on demand, even if you don't have a letter from the embassy. And if for some reason they refuse, you can do what I did. Buy an ink pad. Here you can find a good one from Amazon. You can also find a YouTube video on this blog post on how to roll fingerprints. Do it a few times to make sure at least one of them turns out well. And send them off. It's a messier way to do things, but it does the job. About the video, the fingerprint video, below you can see the video I watched on how to roll fingerprints. In 20 minutes I was fingerprint rolling pro. Contrary to what it says in the video, I actually found I was able to keep things more steady and get better quality results rolling my own fingerprints, rather than using the help of a friend. The friend just wasn't able to get the amount of pressure right and kept smearing the prints. I had much more control doing it on my own. Do I need an official signature? I know what you are going to ask, but if I roll my fingerprints myself, what do I put where it says signature of official taking fingerprints? Relax, that is not a required field, so you can leave it blank. If you aren't happy with a blank space on your form, go ahead and scribble and doodle there you like. Or write your own signature, since you are the one who took the fingerprints. Don't forget to get your state background check too. To cover all your bases, you should get both an FBI and state background check. In my personal experience, the state check was not listed as a requirement for arraigo social, but when I showed up to the appointment, they asked for it. I only had the FBI check, and I had to scramble to get the state check within a 10 business day grace period. That little mistake almost made me have to start my application process all over again. So better safe than sorry. If you're an American, get both a state and federal background check. Luckily, the state background check is usually a lot easier to get. Each state is different, so you need to do your own Google research on that part. What about that pesky apostille? Once you have your background checks in hand, it's relatively easy to get apostilles. Just remember that your FBI check needs to be apostilled in Washington, D.C., while your state background check needs to be apostilled in the same state where it was signed by a government official or a notary. Here's a do-it-yourself guide. Mail your background check. You need to mail your background check to the appropriate government office, and they will mail it back to you. In some states, you might need to get the background check notarized before they will apostille it. For example, in my state, Ohio, the background checks they issue do not have the signature of a state official. Therefore, you or someone you know should write a note either on the back of background check or on an attached piece of paper that says, this is a true and accurate state background check on your name there, and then sign that in front of a notary. In Ohio, I then needed to get an authentication from the county clerk saying that person was in fact a notary before I could get the apostille. In case you need some help, while it might sound complicated, I was able to have a friend in Columbus, the state capital, do all that all in one day, because the offices were all near one another. On another occasion, when I had more time, I did it all by mail and just patiently waited. It took me about a month. If you are in a rush and don't have a friend to get the apostille in person for you, there are expedited services for apostilles too, and you can find those services in Spainguru.es. Please keep in mind that all responses were based on internet research and should not be considered legal advice. If you need to contact immigration or tax experts, among other services such as sworn translations or apostille services, go to Spainguru.es, where you will find a wealth of information and links to our recommended partners. Spainguru also has several Facebook groups with thousands of members that you can join today. Here, for example, the main group that Spainguru has is Spain Immigration and Residency Questions, Spainguru.es, where you have more than 15,000 members, and here you can post all your questions and the community will answer it. You can also post anonymously, so your name won't show up. We have also a specific group for Spanish non-lucrative visa. In case you're applying for a non-lucrative visa, you will have all the information here. And we have also a group for Spanish Digital Nomad Visa, which is a visa that as of today, 28th of September 2022, was not passed in the Spanish Parliament. So it is a draft of a regulation that is coming up. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and if you like these kinds of videos, please subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss any of the new ones. Thank you very much, and goodbye.